Hello, and welcome to Systems Architecture Unpacked. I'm Alistair Finch, and with me today is Alice Cook, who, let's be honest, knows more about systems architect roles than most of us know about, our own kitchen layouts. Alice, thanks for joining. Yeah, that's an interesting point. AI solutions architects are definitely in the spotlight right now. We're seeing a lot of demand there, especially as companies start integrating AI into more of their products and services.
Absolutely. And it's not just AI, but roles that combine cloud expertise with AI are huge right now. Organizations want people who can design systems that are both intelligent and scalable, which is, honestly, super exciting.
Yeah, and I guess with all the buzz around generative AI tools, it's not surprising that companies want folks who can actually put those technologies to work in a practical, scalable way.
Exactly. It's not just about knowing big AI models, but also understanding how to integrate them with existing systems, handle data pipelines, and make sure everything's secure and compliant. That combination is getting a lot of attention.
So would you say traditional roles like cloud or data architect are still in demand? Or is it really all shifting to these AI-focused positions?
Oh, cloud and data architects are still super in demand, especially since strong data infrastructure is the backbone for any AI solution. But yeah, the edge right now is definitely with people who can bridge AI and cloud or AI and data, rather than those specialties in isolation.
Makes sense. So really, it's that hybrid skill set, AI plus cloud or AI plus data, that's the hot ticket.
Totally. If you can speak the language of AI and also architect robust, scalable systems, you're going to have a lot of opportunities out there. Thanks, Alistair. Always happy to chat about architect roles. Probably too happy if you ask my friends.
Well, let's dive right in. So Alice, when we hear architect in tech, it can mean a lot of things. Could you start by explaining what these different architect roles actually are?
Yeah, absolutely. So think of architect roles like the master planners for all things digital. The main types are software, solutions, enterprise, cloud, and data architects. Each one tackles a different layer of the tech puzzle.
Right, so let's start at the ground floor. What does a software architect actually do?
So, software architects are really hands-on. They design how an application works, which programming languages to use, how different parts of the code talk to each other. They're working closely with developers. Lots of code reviews, mentoring, that kind of thing.
So they're in the weeds with the code. But then you have solutions architects. Where do they fit in?
Yeah, solutions architects take a step back. Instead of just thinking about one app, they look at whole systems, like how different apps, databases, and even outside services connect together to solve a business problem. They're kind of like translators, turning business needs into technical specs.
Translators. That's a great way to put it. Now, enterprise architects? They sound even more high level. What's their deal?
Exactly. Enterprise architects are sort of the big picture folks. They're less about individual projects and more about, making sure the whole company's tech lines up with the business strategy. They set the standards, the roadmaps, and worry about things like compliance and governance.
So a lot less coding, a lot more strategy meetings, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely more meetings.
All right, shifting gears, cloud architects. With everything moving to the cloud, this role's really taken off, right?
Totally. Cloud architects are the experts in like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. They figure out how to build, migrate, and optimize systems in the cloud. So things like scalability, cost-effectiveness, security. It's a lot of puzzle solving.
And then there's data architects. That's become a super hot field too.
Yeah, absolutely. Data architects focus on how organizations store, process, and use data. They design databases, make sure data flows smoothly, and ensure it's all high quality and accessible for analytics.
So, if I'm hearing you right, the main differences are about scope and focus. Software architects are super hands-on. Solutions architects connect the dots. Enterprise architects look at the big picture. And cloud and data architects are specialists.
Exactly. And the progression usually goes from hands-on and tactical, like software architects, all the way up to strategic and governance-focused, which is enterprise. Cloud and data can pop up anywhere along that line, depending on the company's needs.
Makes sense. All right, Alice, before we wrap, if someone's thinking about moving into one of these roles, any quick advice?
Oh, yeah. I'd say start by figuring out what excites you. If you love coding, software architect's a great fit. If you like solving bigger puzzles, maybe solutions or enterprise. And if you're fascinated by cloud or data, those are fantastic, in-demand specialties.
That's brilliant, Alice. Thanks for breaking it all down with us today. And thanks to everyone for listening. Catch you next time on Systems Architecture Unpacked.